Hey, so I just finally got the nerve up to film a video today. I've just been in a really bad place for the past few weeks. I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel like I've been just like I've just felt bad about myself. I've let myself just kind of like say who cares about anything, just kind of like not done any of the things that I've been working hard on so far this year. Just kind of like let all my unhappy thoughts and hard feelings and struggles day to day overcome me and just like let myself just float in oblivion of not caring about anything, not caring about working on myself, checking in, doing things. It kind of started like a few weeks ago when I stayed at my parents' house, dog sitting and then like babysitting my 16-year-old sister while my parents went on a trip together. They've had this like cruise plan for several years to go on together, so it's been a long-standing plan. But it was just hard for me because I guess I just felt bad and kind of jealous and unhappy with myself because they were going on their second vacation of the year, and I'm still sad that I missed out on vacation earlier this year. So I was just kind of like in an unhappy mindset and letting myself feel bad and sorry for myself, and it's all so dumb, but and I mean that week was also triggering for me to like go off the deep end because for some reason it's always been sort of a thing when my parents aren't around, it's like me and my sisters always just in our mind want to like, ooh, what kind of bad food can we go get? What kind of junk food can we bring home and cook and make, or just like go out and buy and get takeout? I don't know why that always has to be like the first thought when like, the cat's away, the mouse will play mindset we've always had. But she and I definitely like, had some dinners out, some junk food we bought, just kind of like, buy some bad food and watch movies and have fun and just like do, nothing, just kind of hang out and have a good time. And sometimes that's just really hard for me to bounce back from, after several days of doing that. And then just kind of having some unhappy feelings, sad feelings, lonely feelings, depressed feelings, all of it on top of each other. I just kept using every single day as an excuse to like, oh, whatever, I don't care, it's fine, one more day. At the beginning of that week, I actually was keeping up with my exercise routine. Like I was eating worse, but I was keeping up with my exercise, which kind of felt like, sort of a balance to me. But that kind of like fell to the wayside as the days went by. And then when my parents got back, they of course had been on vacation, so we like had some bad meals together with them and just in that place where we had whatever we wanted, we went and got sodas or teas, fast food, junk food all day. Just kind of everybody was off the wagon, everyone was enabling each other, being, bad influence on the other. None of us really in that mindset at the moment to keep pushing along with our goals as we'd planned. Just 2024 has just been like such a struggle at the beginning of this year for me. Like I'd really hoped to be like in a better spot mentally. I just feel like I came off of the holidays and I was in such like a kind of depressed holiday blues, point of my life that I really wanted to like start this year off. As I kind of can bounce back from the holidays a lot of the times, all that's behind me, I'll just like, start anew, turn that leaf. But the year started out so rough for me that it just like put me down. And it's just been really hard mentally because I've just been, instead of being able to bounce back from all my depressed feelings of the holidays, I just feel like more and more keeps getting piled on, and it's hard not to just feel like I'm stuck in that place. The past few days I've gotten back on track, and that feels good. It's always good for me mentally to start like making that progress. Like I went on a long walk today with our dog, and I was trying to like, everyone always like, oh, it's so relaxing, it clears your head. I mean, usually I'm doing it because I'm trying to like, get a mile in or get 2 miles in and check off my exercise bubble on my watch. And I was really trying to like find that peace that people find when they're outside in nature and walking. And I mean, I tried. I don't know if I got there, but I was trying to be more like in that moment thinking like, oh, this is nice. And I'm glad I got out there and I did it, and It felt nice. Of course, the weather's been nice this week, so that really helps me with exercising. It's gonna get rough really soon when the heat starts coming in with summer, and I've got to figure out how to push through that. I've also like been eating better the last few days. I kind of told myself on April 1st that I was gonna do like a no fast food for April because I had so much like fast food takeout, bad stuff during March. So that is my big goal at the moment, is just to not eat any fast food, which is also kind of like avoiding the grocery store, because a lot of times that's also a trigger for me, is instead of just like going through a drive-through, I might stop at the grocery store and get some junk and take it home. And because it's just like, I don't know, because it's cheaper and you can get bigger quantity, it's just always been kind of my go-to to like, buy a bunch of stuff and go eat it at home. And that's super bad, and I've gotten into that habit lately. So that was also part of why I took a longer walk today, because my mind was already bouncing to like, oh, I'd love to stop at the store and get something and just go home and lay in bed and have that. But instead I like walked longer until kind of like that mood kind of settled. And so instead I came home and just like stayed on track, ate what I had already planned for dinner, and did not do that. Unfortunately, with like all my bad eating, I did gain a few pounds. Honestly, I didn't gain as much as I thought, because I was really bad for like a while there. Like, it was just like, I just didn't care. Like, it was just so hard to care about anything. I just felt so deflated and unhappy, and like nothing mattered. Just what's the point of everything? And I couldn't get myself, I don't know why. It's weird because you get out of that mindset and you're just like, ugh, why did I do this? Why did I do this? Like right now I can sort of feel the motivation. Like I know what I want, why I want, my goals. But when you're in that place, you just like, nothing matters. Nothing is ever going to be good or better. And so I did dig myself into a bit of a hole. I'm mostly sad because of it wasn't too many pounds, but like I'm back in the 250s when I just gotten to like 249. My weight this morning was 253. So I've got about 4 to 5 pounds to lose to get back where I was. I'm hoping I can get there kind of quickly, because it just sucks, immediately putting stuff back on and immediately feeling like a failure, like all that work I put in. And it's not even that much weight, but it's crazy how I can feel it in my body is different. Like I had just gotten to the point, probably largely because of the exercise, where I was feeling less like, I guess just like fluffy fat, like especially my like stomach area. And I feel like that's all come back because I just feel, and I guess that could be like, kind of bloating and stuff because I ate so bad, but also just feeling, fatter, especially my stomach. I do feel like I really need to focus this week, because I feel like I'm kind of in the middle gray area on my motivation right now. I'm not feeling as like lost and unmotivated and uncaring as I have been, but I'm definitely not like 100% gung-ho there, and like that a little thing could trigger me to make bad decisions. Like just earlier when I was kind of feeling that wanting to go get bad things, but then I got, was able to talk myself out of it. I just feel like I'm on the edge of being triggered to do bad things. So the next few days, are going to be like really, really important and hard to like get through. It's just really difficult because I feel like such a failure all the time, and I feel like every time I attempt like working on myself, it feels like every attempt just gets like shorter and shorter the amount of success I have before I'm starting over again, like falling off, starting over again. And even just like in this time when I've like made some of these videos, I'm like, oh my god, I'm already off track and already having to like have a come to Jesus moment again. I was trying to tell myself like, well, just do it. Like you need to just do it, snap back, come back, and you can keep making progress and not let yourself get so far off. And that's true, but it's just so hard for me not to like just wallow in like the frustration of myself. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna leave it there. I know this feels like it was just like jumbled and confused, and my thoughts are bouncing all over the place, and I still don't feel like I'm like there all the way. But I'm gonna use this as like kind of my first step of like pushing forward, getting myself back together. And I just hope that anyone that's watching this doesn't feel like so disappointed in like annoyed with me for being such a failure already. And if you're like struggling too, like I feel you, I see you. It is hard. Like I don't I see so many success stories and it just seems like so many people are just like, bam, I realized I was doing this wrong. I made these changes and on I went. And it just feels like so many of those like success stories are so linear and so like black and white. Like I decided to change my life and I did it and everything was great and here's my perfect before and after. And that is so not me. I'm so struggling. It's been so hard. And if you have too, like I'm with you. I'm rooting for you. And I'm trying, you're trying, we're all trying. Like I just hope we can all get there where we want to be. I'm trying really hard to believe in myself when it feels like just nothing's working, nothing's going right, nothing's enough, it's just so hard. But I guess at the end of the day, all we can do is just keep pushing forward, keep trying, keep starting over no matter how many times it takes, because if I do nothing, nothing is going to get better. Even though it feels like trying, nothing's getting better. But at the end of the day, all I can do is keep trying and trying and trying. And eventually, I mean, if I try and try, like I've got to make some progress. I've got to keep going. And so I'm just going to keep pushing, keep moving forward. And one of these days it's got to get better. And I hope we can all just like get there, have that clarity, reach our goals, and live the life we want to live, because it's so hard right now dealing with everything and feeling like a failure all the time. And I just don't know what to do except I guess keep trying. So here's keep trying, and I'm gonna really there's nothing to do but like keep pushing for those goals. And I'm trying to make April a good month. So far so good. And I just need to remember that even if I fall off, you can get back, and you can get back on right now. There's no reason to just like stay down in that awful place you feel. Just like start over right now. We can do this. We don't need to lose more progress. And I'm just gonna keep trying.